Tonight, the wrestling world mourns a devastating tragedy. A story that has shaken not just WWE, but the entire world of sports entertainment to its very core. Jimmy Uso, one half of the legendary USO brothers, a cornerstone of the Bloodline, and one of WWE's most beloved stars, has tragically died in a car accident. And his brother, Jey Uso, is in absolute agony. The man who once called himself Main Event Jey is now left shattered, not by an opponent, not by betrayal, but by heartbreak. The kind that no one can prepare for. This is the story of how everything changed, in one tragic moment. It all began late last night on a quiet Florida highway. Jimmy Uso, real name Jonathan Fatu, was reportedly driving home after leaving a WWE live event. He had just wrapped up a long weekend on the road, promising friends and family he'd be back in time to spend the next morning with his kids. Witnesses say the roads were slick from rain, visibility was poor, and around 11:45 p.m., tragedy struck. Jimmy's vehicle reportedly veered off the road, crashing into a guardrail before overturning several times. Emergency responders arrived within minutes, but by the time they reached him, the damage had been done. Despite multiple attempts to resuscitate him, Jimmy Uso was pronounced dead at the scene. He was just 39 years old. News of the accident spread like wildfire through the wrestling community. Backstage morale collapsed. Phones began buzzing. Wrestlers started calling one another in disbelief. Some refused to believe it at all, until WWE made the heartbreaking announcement official early this morning. In an emotional statement, the company wrote, WWE is heartbroken to learn of the passing of Jonathan Fatu, known to fans worldwide as Jimmy Uso. A beloved member of the WWE family, Jimmy's passion, charisma, and spirit touched millions around the world. Our deepest condolences go out to his family, friends, and fans. But no one has been hit harder than his twin brother, Jey Uso. Jey reportedly broke down the moment he received the call. According to multiple sources close to the family, Jey was found sobbing uncontrollably, shouting Jimmy's name over and over again. These two weren't just brothers, they were inseparable. From childhood to WWE glory, from tag team titles to WrestleMania main events, they built their legacy side by side. The Usos weren't just partners in the ring, they were a force. The chemistry, the timing, the energy, everything they did was built on a lifetime of brotherhood. And now, that other half is gone. WWE officials have confirmed that Jey has been granted an indefinite leave of absence to grieve. He is currently with family in Pensacola, Florida, where friends, relatives, and fellow wrestlers have gathered to support him during this unimaginable time. Roman Reigns, their cousin, released a rare statement through his representative. There are no words. Jimmy wasn't just my blood, he was my brother. We built an empire together. I'll never forget him. I'll protect his family with everything I have. Even Paul Heyman, known for his on-screen villainy, posted a simple but heartfelt message on social media. The Usos were family. Jimmy was family. My heart breaks for Jey. Details from the accident are still emerging. Police have confirmed that there were no other vehicles involved and that alcohol or foul play are not believed to be factors. It appears to have been a tragic accident, a single moment of bad weather and bad luck that cost the world one of its brightest stars. WWE superstars across the globe have shared their grief. Seth Rollins wrote, "Jimmy Uso made everyone smile backstage. His energy was unmatched. This one hurts." Becky Lynch added, "He was family to all of us. Please pray for Jey." Even The Rock, who has deep family ties with the Usos, broke his silence with a powerful tribute. "Gone too soon, my cousin. You brought light, laughter, and legacy. Rest easy, USO. We'll keep your name alive." Meanwhile, fans around the world have flooded social media with messages, art, and memories under the hashtag #ThankYouJimmyUso. Outside WWE headquarters, fans have already begun leaving flowers, photos, and signs. Across the wrestling world, promotions big and small are honoring him with moments of silence and emotional tributes. But the most heartbreaking reaction of all has come from Jey Uso himself. Earlier this afternoon, Jey posted a message that broke everyone's hearts. It was just a single photo, him and Jimmy standing in the ring, arms raised, championship belts high in the air, with the caption, "Greater than, my twin. My day one. My other half. I don't know how to do this without you." In just minutes, the post went viral, with fans and fellow wrestlers flooding the comments in support. But nothing could hide the pain in Jey's words. This wasn't just his brother. This was his world. Those who know Jey personally say he's been inconsolable. Sources close to the family revealed that he's barely spoken since the news broke. He reportedly sits for hours looking at old photos of the two of them together, from their early wrestling days to their SmackDown dominance as members of the Bloodline. They were brothers in every sense. They shared victories, losses, and even internal conflicts, like the emotional storylines that blurred fiction and reality. Jey breaking away from Roman, Jimmy returning, and the twins clashing in front of millions. But through it all, they were still the Usos. And now, that legacy feels incomplete. Triple H, who has guided the USO brothers for years, appeared visibly shaken when addressing the WWE roster earlier today. In an emotional backstage meeting, he said, "Greater than, we've lost one of the good ones. Jimmy was pure heart. The locker room feels empty without his laugh, without his energy. But we stand together. For him, for Jey, for their family." Reports say the entire roster stood in silence, some crying, others hugging. You could feel the heartbreak through the walls. WWE has already announced plans for a massive on-air tribute. Next week's SmackDown will be dedicated entirely to Jimmy Uso. A 10-bell salute will open the show, and a special video package celebrating his life and career will air, highlighting his laughter, his legacy, and his unforgettable bond with his twin brother. Production insiders have hinted that the final shot will feature Jey Uso walking to the ring alone, standing in the middle of the spotlight where he and Jimmy once stood side by side. This tragedy has hit harder than most because of what Jimmy and Jey represented: unity. The Usos weren't just a tag team. They were a symbol of brotherhood, loyalty, and family. From their early days in the Samoan dynasty to their dominance in the Bloodline, they embodied connection. And now, for Jey, that connection has been ripped away. Family members say Jey keeps replaying the last conversation he had with Jimmy. Just hours before the crash, Jimmy reportedly called his brother to say, "Greater than, I'll see you tomorrow, Us. Love you, day one." Those were the last words he ever said to him. Back in Pensacola, hundreds of people have gathered near the crash site to pay their respects. Fans have left flowers, WWE titles, and notes that read, "Us forever." A giant mural of the USO twins is already being painted on a nearby wall, showing them holding their hands up together one last time. Naomi, Jimmy's wife, shared her first public words since the tragedy. "Greater than, my husband was my rock. My heart. He loved his fans, he loved his family, and he loved his brother more than anything. Please keep Jey in your prayers."